Hello, everybody. I'm the co-founder of Hashfuture, and it's an honor for me to bring the brief introduction of our project and the contribution to the Elastos. First of all, I will introduce our project for you. Our project name is Hashfuture, and we define it as a new digital asset trading platform. And at first, we launched a project about a game named Hashworld for our users. And right now, we have launched it for about 6 months, and we achieved about 1.3 million users. And our monthly active users achieved about 300,000. And now, in one day, our totally trade volume of the on-chain is over 100 million HIC. It's a token on our platform, and the pictures on there is our product named Hashworld. But we will extend our view as a digital asset exchange platform, and this is our roadmap. In about 4 or 5 years. And right now, it's only at the first half of the year. And our team, our core team, all from the Tsinghua University, is the top university in China. And we also have many employees all around the world. And in the afternoon, our co-founder will introduce you all our project more in more details. And in next, I will introduce you about our contributions to the Elastos ecosystem. First of all, we can give the Elastos a comprehensive presence in Hashworld games. We give airdrop to our users with Elastos. And then we will provide wider media and supporters coverage globally, because we have a community all around the world. And third, we will close interconnection with the global communities in Russia, in India, and France, and many other countries. And last of all, we are providing a solid connection with the Tsinghua Blockchain Association and others university blockchain associations. And this is our project and our connection with Elastos. Thank you all. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for Mr. Yifan, co-founder of Hashfuture.
So thanks, Wan Ding, for the wonderful presentation. So next, let's welcome Yuan Zijie from Hashworld.
Hi, my name is Yuan Zijie. I'm in charge of the Hashfuture's overseas business. And thanks for ELA's invitation for attend this event. I think it's very good. I meet a lot of friends from the global community. So I will talk more about Hashfuture in the next few minutes. Actually, at the beginning, we are famous for Hashworld. It's a blockchain game introduced by our COO, Yifan, in this morning. So we are a blockchain game that has 1.4 million users. And it is the first step of our Hashfuture ecosystem. Now I will tell you more about this. So we want to build a trading platform for the new digital access. So to explain what is a new digital access, I want to show 2 cases first. The first one is the traditional asset, and the second one is the cryptocurrency. So what is the traditional digital assets? Like the house, a car, is maybe a copyright of a song, iPhone, anything. So some of them, they are very expensive. They are high cost, and it's not easy to transfer the ownership from one to another. And sometimes for normal people, you don't have the opportunity to buy it. For example, if you think some singer's song you believe it become famous, you want to benefit from it, but there's no way you can buy it or you can get part of it. And on the other hand, the cryptocurrencies, yes, it's easy that everyone can buy it with high liquidity, but actually most of the tokens, they are just based on people's belief in it. So it's not backed by the physical or tangible assets. So we raised the idea of the new digital assets. We want to combine the advantage of these two types of things. So with the high value of the traditional assets and the high liquidity of the cryptocurrencies. So we divide the new digital assets into 3 categories. And the first one is very straightforward. It's the native blockchain assets, like the CryptoKitties, like the land in our game Hashworld. Is a native access generated by blockchain technology. It can be easily transferred on blockchain like any other cryptocurrencies. And another type is the data access, like Facebook and Amazon. So the what you post on the social network, the picture you post, and the behavior on the social network and shopping websites, actually they worth some money. But there's no way you can benefit from the data generated by yourself. So we also want to do something with this kind of data access. And go back to the first one is the digitalized traditional access. It's like, for example, 1% of a building, you cannot buy it in Alibaba or something else, and the copyright of songs. So we want to tokenize this kind of assets and make it possible to enable everyone can buy it easily. So after knowing what we're going to do, we want to show what will be the prospect for this new digital asset trading platform. So we'll compare with 2 typical things. The first one is Alibaba or Taobao. So it's the annual transaction volume will more than 1,000 trillion renminbi. And for the cryptocurrencies, it's not very big, but still a lot. The daily transaction can be more than 100 million, 1 billion renminbi. So we believe that our Hash Future digital asset trading platform, if we really make it, so we have all this advantage. For example, so to trade the high value traditional assets, we can provide high liquidity. And by comparing with the cryptocurrency exchange, we can support the trading of the physical assets. And most of the exchange now is a centralized one. So in the future, our digital asset trading platform will be based on a decentralized. So with all this advantage, we believe that by this platform, people can trade over all kinds of physical assets in a convenient way that no one can imagine before. And we also provide a solution to achieve a secure, fast, and convenient trading experience for the users. So the second step is how we can do it. So to introduce this, I want to raise 2 problems for the trading of this kind of assets. It's the asset tokenization and the cross-chain problems. First one is, how can you make a token that can really represent this kind of assets? And the second one is, there's a lot of public chain like ETH, like Elastos, like New. So people may want to put their access not only on this one, but also they want to try other chains. So we need to provide a mechanism to ensure the cross-chain will be secure and will be atomic. So our solution will be explained like this. We believe that the asset tokenization is not only a technical problem, it's mostly a consensus problem. Because nowadays, you hold a certificate of a house, then people will believe that, okay, you own this building, you own this house, you own this land. But if we want to really make a workable asset tokenization, you need to let everyone agree that you hold this token, then you will hold this asset. So that's the main problem. It's not only a technical problem. So we will have a protocol called OBI protocol. It's the called Open Blockchain Architecture Interconnected Protocol. So we will standardize the data format of different kinds of assets. For example, phone. For a mobile phone, there will be a template for this. So what is the color of it? What's the verified ID of it? And we also have the subcategory of this phone. For example, Apple phone, Samsung phone. So we will create a specific template for different kind of access and draft out all these agreements and work with the local government and lawyers to reinforce this agreement to make sure if you have this token and with all these agreements put in the token specifications, then everyone will know you have these assets. And the second is the standardization of the digitalization of the assets. So we will have the institute called a hash node, so everyone can follow a standard to put your assets onto blockchain via the templates. And also we will have a mechanism to ensure the status of this asset. For example, you tokenize a car. So we will have a mechanism to check how is the situation of the car. Is it still there? Is it stolen? Is it broken? So we will have all this compliance work to make sure your token is safe with this assets. So this will be the whole the architecture of this mechanism. So for example, Hong Kong, you tokenize a car there. So all these USA, Korea, Japan, all these nodes, they have the access to view what is the current status of the car. And with all this cross-chain mechanism before, and when you transfer the token from this chain to another chain, we will make sure the whole process complete and comprehensive to make it to make the token can represent the access. Okay, due to time limit, I will skip the technical part. Maybe it's easier to have a short demo to describe what's happening for this whole picture. So for example, Alex is a musician. He wants to tokenize his album and to earn some money. And then he go to Bob. Bob is a hash node that he will provide the asset tokenization services. And these services will be backed by the hash model provided by Cindy. Cindy is a local lawyer or professional who is good with the specification of the music, and she will create the template for this to help Bob to tokenize the album. And then when this token is generated and put on the blockchain, so the other investors like David, they can come to buy the tokens, and after a while, this musician become famous, and the value of this album increased. Then the David can sell this token to another one, so to earn is a capital gain. So the whole idea is like this. Okay, so the whole architecture, blue map for hash future will divide into 3 layers. The first one is the fundamental one, is the protocol one, is the hash template I mentioned before. So Then we will have the technical layer to ensure the cross-chain technology and ensure the tokenization of the asset is smooth and complete. And on the top is the application layer. The first one is our Hashworld application. It can help us get traffic and provide a platform for users to trade the assets. And of course, all these three layers, we are looking for good community members and need their support. Like the case I showed before, Alice, Bob, Cindy, and David. All of them can be our community members and contribute in different fields of this whole picture. So what we want to do is we will have this application layer to help us to get more traffic. And we're also looking for partners that can provide us with different kind of assets. For example, we have partners in Australia who is willing to put their land on blockchain. We have partners in China, so they can willing to put their artworks. They're willing to put their crystal and the jade on the blockchain. So then we combine these two together. We can have a good platform with enough resource and people to make it happen. And for the game itself, this morning, Song Yifan has already introduced. So it's our traffic income. And this is our development plan. And this is our team. And this is our investors and partners. So at the end, I want to connect with the community members, with the community members of Elastos, because when I'm managing the global community of Hashworld, it's very interesting that a lot of Elastos community members, they come, hey, you partner with ELA, so it's great. So actually, there are a lot of interconnection between the community members. So if you have access want to put in the blockchain, if you can provide the local law support for this asset tokenization, and if you want to contribute to let more people know about this project, so please join our group and play our game. Thank you.